Okay, we're looking at cubed root functions, which are basically looks a little bit like a square root function going out to the right, but it also goes back to the left. So all real numbers will be the domain for these types of functions. So if we remember, there's a couple of cubes that I'm just going to do really quickly here. X values, Y values. If we go -8, our Y output is -2. If we go -1, our Y output is -1. 0 is 0, 1 is 1, and 8 is 2. So this is a little bit flatter than a square root function, but you can see how it will start negative over here and come up and over. So right here we have the graph of a regular cubed root function without a very smooth line, and we're going to do the transformation 4 units down. So we'd have a point there, and point there, and if I move that down 4 units, it's going to go to there, and if I move that down 4 units, it's going to go to there. So then we would have the graph would come across like this. I don't do a good smooth curve on the graph. Alright, so here are 3 graphs. The first one, cubed root x plus 3, is the blue graph. The second one, x minus 5, cubed root x minus 5, is the red graph. This is number 2. And the multiply by 4 is the green graph, or 3. So let's see how things change. So here we're looking at a negative cubed root value and the regular base function cubed root of x. So the negative turned it upside down, rotated both directions, so it brought this point down and this point down. But it also, because it had the plus 2 inside, it moved it 2 units to the left. It's hard to tell on that graph because they are going by 2's. So you'll see that the -8 actually became -10 with that movement. Finally, here is that function or form that looks like the quadratic vertex form. But here's what happened. They started with the graph of x minus 3, which is the gray graph. So this was the step 1. Then they moved that stretched it 2 units. So this is step 2. And finally they rose it up by 4 units, and that is step 3, the blue line. So mostly I'm wanting you to know how different things are going to move that base graph. You should know what the base graph looks like, and then how it will change with different things.